Hi, friends. Welcome to Together Time. I'm Mr. Mark. I am so glad you're here, and I'm so glad that we have a special friend with us today. This is Miss Donna. Everybody say hi to Miss Donna.
Hi.
Miss Donna, tell us what you do here at church.
I am the receptionist, and I just love being a receptionist here and getting to wave to all the children and the families when they come in Monday through Thursday. I appreciate that. It makes my day.
I know that any of you who go to preschool, who come through our hallways, have seen and know and love Miss Donna, and I'm so glad that she's here with us today. Now it's time to figure out what our theme is, but we're not just going to say it. Let's make it exciting. Let's get a drum roll going. Here we go, big drum roll.
Role models.
That's right. Our theme for today is role models, and that reminds me of a Bible story. So let me get our Bible, the book of God's love, and I'm not just going to open the Bible and read the story. First, we have to sing the song. This is the Bible, the book of God's love, and this time I'm going to sing it, and I want you to give me a big, booming, operatic ah when the time comes. And if you need to know when that is, watch Miss Donna. Here we go. This is the Bible, the book of God's love. This is the Bible, the book of God's love, written by people inspired from above. That was awesome. This is the Bible, the book of God's love. And let me get my readers. And our Bible story today comes from Acts in the New Testament. So you may have noticed that I have a bookmark that is purple, and that's going to play a part in our story today. I want you to look around and see if you have anything purple that you can wave, like maybe a purple bandana, a purple sock. Nothing breakable, please. And in the city of Fort Worth, I can't imagine that anyone would have anything purple. But today's story is about a role model whose name is Lydia, and she dealt in purple cloth. And here's what I want you to do is listen very carefully. Every time you hear me say the word Lydia, I want you to take your something purple, wave it, and go Lydia, like this. Lydia.
Lydia.
So listen to me, watch Miss Donna, and here we go. Paul was an apostle who traveled all over, teaching people about the greatest role model ever, Jesus. He once made a voyage to a city called Philippi. On the Sabbath, the day of rest, Paul went outside the city and down to the river. He sat down and spoke to the women who had gathered there. One woman who listened closely was Lydia.
Lydia.
Lydia was a dealer in purple cloth. She was very successful at her business. As Lydia listened to Paul, the Lord opened her heart to the message. When Lydia and other members of her household were baptized, she invited Paul and his traveling companions to stay at her house. If you consider me a true believer in God, said Lydia, come and stay at my house. Lydia was hospitable, kind, and an early follower of Jesus. And we believe that the house of Lydia became a base in Philippi for preaching and teaching. Lydia was and is a significant role model of our faith. A role model is someone whose words or their actions are an example for us to follow. And Lydia is such a wonderful role model. She's open to learning. She shows hospitality. And in an era when most women had virtually no rights at all, she was a successful merchant dealing in purple cloth. And she did what she could to be her best self, which is what a good role model should do. And when we see that, when we see our role models being their best selves and living their lives the best way they can follow that example. And by doing that, that's the way we get to be the most like our role models, by being our best selves too. Oh, do you hear that? That's the sound of the amazing, the magnificent, the wonderful kazoo, letting us know that it is once again time for
Joyful Noise, the portion of Together Time devoted to Psalm 100, verse 1. Make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. Let's find out what our joyful noise is today.
Guarding the city, this silent sentinel makes a way through the night like a cat with pillows strapped to its feet. Going unseen by all, leaving only a trail of justice. It is the one, the only...
Hey, Jules, what you doing?
Shh! Murphy can't see me. Watch this. Do, 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 do. Murphy has no idea what just happened.
I can see you, Jules.
Oh, man.
And I can hear you, too. What are you doing?
I'm pretending to be my favorite hero.
Captain Invisible!
I want to play, too. Can I be a hero?
Sure, Murphy. Who do you want to be? Oh, I know. The Pepinator.
The Pepinator?
Sure. Haven't you heard of the Pepinator? Who has the power to eat the hottest habanero peppers without crying?
How would that power help?
Well, if you ever got locked up by a bad guy in a room made of habanero peppers, you can eat your way to freedom.
Why would a bad guy make a room out of habanero peppers?
Because, Murphy, he's a bad guy.
I don't want to be the Pepinator.
Well, how about the Cupcake Kid, who has the power to shoot cupcakes out of the fingertips? Pew, 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 pew.
How would that power help anybody?
Murphy, everyone likes cupcakes. Think how popular you would be.
But I want to be a hero who really helps people.
Okay, then who?
I want to be Miss Donna.
Ooh, what superpowers does Miss... Hey, wait. You mean Miss Donna who works at the front desk of the church?
Yep.
But she doesn't have any special powers.
Well, sure she does. She's always so friendly. She waves at everyone. At Halloween, the kids all go by her desk trick-or-treating, and she has something for everyone. She even makes sure it's not safe. With Miss Donna around, kids actually like to go to the office.
Yeah, but that's regular stuff. She can't fly or become invisible or shoot cupcakes from her fingertips.
Jules, those are pretend heroes. I want to be like a real hero, a true role model.
But Murphy, cupcakes. Zero.
Real heroes don't do things so they'll be popular or have special powers. They're heroes because they really help people, like a great teacher or a firefighter. And the good news is that you don't have to be able to fly or become invisible to be a real hero. We all have the power if we choose to use it.
Wow, that sounds exciting. Yeah, let's play. Okay, you be Miss Donna, the awesomest role model, and I am going to be the multitasker, a hero with the ability to do 12 things at the same time.
Jules, I thought you were going to play a real hero.
I am.
Oh, yeah? Then who's the multitasker?
Miss Janice.
And now we come to snack time, where we get to sit with one of our Together Time friends and have a snack. This has been Snack Time. Tune in next week to sit down and have a snack with another Together Time friend.
Hello,
Wonder Seekers, and welcome back to my lab. I am Professor Science Pants, and together with my assistant, BibleBot 3000, we are going to explore the wonders of God's amazing world through science. Today, we will perform the response time experiment. For this experiment, we need a ruler and a partner. I say we invite Mr. Mark back in. What do you say? He's a lovely fellow. Mr. Mark! Mr. Mark! Ooh. Here's how our experiment works. I am going to hold the ruler at the very end here, and Mr. Mark is going to hold his thumb and his fingers right at the bottom. Now I'm going to drop the ruler, and Mr. Mark is going to try to catch it. Are you ready, Mr. Mark? Oh, this is so much fun. Here we go. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Look, exactly where he caught it. And now, let's try it again. Hopefully, he'll do better this time. Here we go. Oh, Mr. Mark, he's so good. Look at that. Now, you can always switch partners once you get your response times down. Response times definitely vary. This experiment is simple and fun. But what does it have to do with the Bible?
Professor Science Pants! Professor Science Pants!
BB3K, do you have the answer for us?
Affirmative. You catch the ruler because a message travels from your eyes to your hand via your brain. There's a slight delay between the ruler dropping and you catching it while the message gets there. With practice, you can catch it more quickly. But there is a limit to how fast the message can travel.
BB3K, you are brilliant!
Oh, thank you.
In our Bible story, Lydia was there, listening closely to Paul's inspiring words. Because she was paying such close attention, she was able to respond quickly and became one of the leaders and role models of the early church. Wonder Seekers, thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you again as we explore the wonders of God's amazing world through science!
Hi, friends. Welcome back. Let's think about someone who was an important role model to you. And they don't have to be heroic in the Hollywood sense. Maybe it's someone who was simply quietly going about the work of reaching out, helping others, changing lives, one person at a time. Who is a role model to you? And how can you live your life so that you can be a role model for others? So for our closing prayer, here's what I'd like us to do. I want you to think about someone who is a role model to you. And I want you to draw a picture of that person right there in your hand. And maybe use a purple crayon since we're in purple today. And Miss Donna, you want to do that too? Think about someone who's a role model to you. And if you don't want to draw a picture, you can simply trace the first letter of their name. And when you've got that picture, I want you to hold it up and repeat after me. Loving God.
Loving God.
Thank you for role models.
Thank you for role models.
Thank you for you.
Thank you for you.
Amen.
Amen.
Now let's close by singing one of my favorite songs, Do Not Be Afraid. This week, I'm going to sing it up in a kid voice, and I'm also going to sing along with my friend and role model, Miss Donna. Okay? Here we go. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. God is with you. God is with you. Everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. God is there. God is there. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. God is with you. God is with you. Everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. God is there. God is there. Miss Donna, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for being such a wonderful role model for children and a wonderful role model for me to remind me about the importance of being kind. Bye, friends.
Bye.